Well, next week, the Supreme Court will hear cases that could determine whether same-sex marriage will become a national legal right. Paul Strand attended a discussion here in Washington where the panelists argued that a ruling for such a right would be wrong.
This panel discussion at the Family Research Council was swimming upstream against conventional thought. That is, it's a foregone conclusion the Supreme Court justices will rule homosexuals have as much of a right to same-sex marriage as heterosexuals do to traditional marriage. But these panelists pointed out there's evidence the justices won't rubber stamp gay marriage.
When the lawyers walk into that courtroom on Tuesday morning, they're going to be walking into a situation where there are 3.5 justices who have said no constitutional right to same-sex marriage and no justices who have said there is a constitutional right.
One of the more interesting propositions brought up at this panel discussion is that maybe the Christians of the world owe it to the homosexuals to point out that their lifestyle is intrinsically wrong.
The faith actually teaches nothing about hatred toward gays and lesbians, in fact, the opposite. But it also says that the behavior is damaging and harmful to your eternal salvation. That's the faith teaching. But they also know from the empirical evidence that the behavior is damaging to your body as well.
Weston argued Christians need to say to gays,
"We love you enough to tell you that this is harmful. In fact, we'll even take the hater and bigot label so that we can tell you this because we care about you."
The justices have rolled 4 cases together that will let them decide 2 questions. Must states recognize other states' gay marriages? And does the Constitution require states to allow same-sex marriage? Paul Strand, CBN News, Washington.